And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jayhawks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Motion from the wide receiver. Clark wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going, with the 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? You get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time today. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do. To see. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
We have to stop that.
How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Clark to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. Catch in the middle, it's Elliott. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Elliott. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Elliott. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And the Jayhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
Touchdown! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's got him in the flat. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Utes have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
And the Utes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterful.
Run to the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'll move the wide receiver. Clark wants to throw. The short hands, it's Elliott. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's looking downfield to throw. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Puts it on the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, that's a big-time play.
The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Flying down the right side. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clark to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. But a little time, lets it go. It's on target and complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the field goal unit is on the field. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights, good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami.
Got the quick completion. Got room at the 35.
We'll circle back if any.
Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if they're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Clark wants to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. If you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single.
They'll go to the air. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Makes the grab. On the move to the 30. Out of space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. Extra point here will give them the lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Clark to fire. It's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Jayhawks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Clark wants to throw. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical because he bobbles it at all. As soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this 2nd half will likely come down to which offense can figure anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating 1st half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for the first down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Rushes on him. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Kansas offense returns to the field.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Jayhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room in to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabs it in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. He's got it. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Utes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to... Oh, he's got some space. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll give it to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will give them the lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff to the lone back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Clark to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better. There he goes. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try it over the left side. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Clark wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw it. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
And keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they had to take some.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal caller. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
To the ground with the back. Bring it on! That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his